Welcome to Science After Dark, where the facts are hot, the theories are wild, and the only thing darker than the void of space is your ex's soul. Tonight, we're diving into the sticky, messy, and downright fucked up science of attraction. Why do we fall for the wrong people? Why does your brain go full dumbass mode when someone with a nice smile and a questionable personality walks into the room? Buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to get sciencey with it. Let's start with the basics. Your brain is a horny little liar. It's like that friend who swears they'll never drunk text their ex again, and then, boom, 3 a.m., and they're sending heart emojis to someone who still owes them $20. When it comes to attraction, your brain is running on ancient software that hasn't been updated since we were banging rocks together and living in caves. And guess what? That software is buggy as hell. First up, we've got chemistry. No, not the kind where you mix two things and hope it doesn't explode. Though, let's be honest, that's basically dating. I'm talking about the hormones and neurotransmitters that turn your brain into a horny pinball machine. Dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, these little fuckers are the reason you think that that person who ghosted you last week is suddenly the love of your life. Dopamine is like the cocaine of the brain. It makes you feel good, and it doesn't give a shit if the source of that good feeling is healthy or a walking red flag. Then there's oxytocin, the so-called love hormone. Sounds sweet, right? Wrong. Oxytocin is the emotional equivalent of a drunk text. It makes you bond with people, even if they're terrible for you. It's why you stay up all night cuddling with someone who still hasn't figured out how to use their turn signal. Oxytocin doesn't care about your self-respect. It just wants you to connect, even if that connection is with someone who thinks Netflix and chill is a valid relationship goal. Now, let's talk about evolution. Yeah, that thing that's supposed to make us smarter and better adapted? Well, evolution also decided that we should be attracted to people who are bad for us. Why? Because back in the day, being a little reckless and risky was a good thing. It meant you were more likely to go out, hunt a mammoth, and bring home dinner. But now, it just means you're swiping right on someone who has no drama in their bio, but somehow always ends up in the middle of it. And don't even get me started on the bad boy girl trope. You know, the whole I can fix them fantasy. Spoiler alert, you can't. But your brain loves the challenge. It's like a fucked up game show where the prize is emotional damage and the consolation prize is a lifetime of therapy. Studies show that people are often drawn to partners who remind them of their parents. Not the good parts, mind you, but the messy, complicated parts. So if your dad was emotionally unavailable, congratulations. You're probably into people who ghost you for 3 days and then text you at midnight with a "you up?" Here's the kicker. Attraction isn't just about biology. It's also about narrative. We love a good story, even if that story is a dumpster fire. We're drawn to the drama, the tension, the will they, won't they of it all. It's why rom-coms are so popular and why we keep falling for people who treat us like the side character in their shitty movie. Your brain is basically a horny screenwriter, and it's always looking for the next plot twist, even if that twist is you crying in the shower at 2 a.m. So, why do we fall for the wrong people? Because your brain is a horny, drama-loving, evolutionarily outdated mess. But here's the good news. You're not stuck with it. You can rewire that shit. You can learn to recognize the patterns, to see the red flags before they turn into a whole fucking parade. And maybe, just maybe, you can start falling for people who are actually good for you, or at least not actively terrible. Thanks for watching Science After Dark, where we shine a light on the weird, the wild, and the downright fucked up. If you learned something tonight, give this video a thumbs up. If you're still hung up on your ex, maybe go watch some cat videos instead. And remember, science is sexy, but so is self-respect. See you next time, you beautiful, complicated messes.